Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. Today I need your help. I've got here a bunch of different baits that I don't know what they are. I need your help to potentially help me identify what they are so that I can look into them a little bit more. Some of these have caught me a bunch of fish and I just want to know what they are. Others have just kind of piqued my interest because they're kind of unique baits. And I'm hoping you guys out there can help me. I've got a pretty good encyclopedia of fishing knowledge in my head. I've pretty much ever since I was like a 5-year-old studied the Bass Pro Master catalogs when I was younger, and just at this point now have basically my own tackle shop. And I've also got a pretty good collection of antique baits, so I'm always looking for antique stuff as well. And from that standpoint, I feel like I know what most baits are, but occasionally I find some that do stump me. So that's where you guys are going to come in with this. So we're going to go over a bunch of these, and if you know what they are, let me know in the comments section. Today's video is brought to you by the Deep Dive app, which will help you select the best fishing places in the lake with features like the lake level, the current flow, the top baits tool, which will help you select the best baits for certain locations throughout the lake. Whether that's a clear water, stained water, dirty water, it'll choose the best bait for that location, provide you with all the information like what structure, what retrieve, different reel, all of the information that you need to catch the fish. This is in the app. The cool part about this app, though, is it's not just based on areas. It does provide you with specific tournament winning data that has been collected to help you figure out your best choices for baits and locations for whatever region of the lake it is that you want to fish. On top of that, not only does the app provide you with best locations, it gives you water clarity as well. So maybe you're on a lake like Lake Eufaula, where there is a bunch of different water clarity located throughout the entire lake. This will help you identify the clearest portions as well as the dirtiest portions of the lake. Plus, the Deep Dive app has now added the wind effect map, which is going to take all of the different wind conditions for the past couple of days and show you what banks on the lake are being hit the hardest. They also have inflow points that show you different places throughout the lake where your water is being flushed into the lake through different ditches and creeks and rivers, providing you with high percentage places to fish and letting you know what parts of the lake are going to be the best areas after a rain. Check out the Deep Dive app to help you become a better angler. All right, so the first one that I've got here is a crankbait. This guy right here. Now, this one's a little bit different. This one I actually found at a garage sale. I bought it because the color, it's a little bit unique in terms of just being a brown back, kind of your basic shad sides. But I do want to point out a couple of things here. One, there is a marking on the bottom of it. It says JB 350. But when I look for that, I can't find anything on it. And the other thing that's kind of unique, and the reason I'm looking for more of these is because I have caught a bunch of fish on this bait. It's kind of a unique bill. It's a long, skinnier, tapered bill. It's almost got a little bit of a tapered point on it. And it's a skinnier profile, a lot more like your Shad Rap bill. So you get kind of a deeper diving Shad Rap profile out of it. But I've had really good success on it. But I don't know who makes it. I don't know anything more about it. I'm going to say I've owned it for probably 15 years, 10, 15 years, maybe something like that. But again, because I bought it on the secondary market, for all I know, it's a 30, 40-year-old crankbait. But it's JB350 on the bottom is what it's called. If you know what that is, put it in the comment section. All right, here's one that I bought also at a garage sale. This guy is called, it actually has a name. It's called Puffy Top. Now, the last time I looked for this, I was able to find one distributor that was selling it. I think it's a Japanese bait, but I don't know if that's the brand name because all I find, like the one description I found on it just said Puffy Top, and that was it. Like it didn't really give any information on it. You can see on the bottom, it says Puffy Top. It's very much like got the old hardware, the hook hanger hardware of like your old Head and River runts. Just a unique bait. It does run pretty cool. I have caught some fish on it. I just kind of want to learn more about this. This is a bait I've had for a while. every time I see it, I'm like, I just would like to know more about it. Do they make more baits like this? Because I really do like the paint scheme on it as well. So if you know anything about Puffy Top or you have used that, let me know. Another group here. So this is a group of topwater baits. They do look a lot like a Yozuri style topwater bait. But in this case, I have not found this color scheme to be attributed to Yozuri. So from that standpoint, I don't think it is. It's also got a little bit deeper of a belly when I compare it to some of the other baits that I have that are like it. Now, one thing I will tell you with these topwaters is they come to a point on the top. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're pretty much I mean, they're almost like a 90-degree point on top. It's pretty unique in terms of your topwater style. Now the reason I'm looking for these is I've caught a bunch of fish on these. This was something I bought years ago, again, at a flea market, and they had 3 of them. So I bought all 3 of them. I really love the color scheme. This is a smallmouth killer for me, which is kind of why I'm looking for more of them. I actually had, I think, 2 more of them, and I've since lost those, but I bought all of them. I think I paid $2 a pop for them. They work great. They work great. They cast extremely well. They've got a very good weight transfer system, so they cast really well, and they walk extremely well as well. But there's no markings at all on these baits, so I don't know who makes those. If you know that color scheme, and maybe not the bait, let me know who makes that color scheme. If you know the bait itself, let me know who makes that bait. So next up, I've got a box here. There's 2 different baits in this box. These are all custom made crankbaits, and I bought the box a while ago as part of a bigger bunch of baits that I bought. They're all a bunch of different custom painted crankbaits, custom made. They've all got like a circuit board lip. It's a very, very wide, big, deep diving crankbait. The first one. I know nothing about these. I've never found any crankbaits that look like them. They are wood-bodied crankbaits. They've just got the circuit board lip. Very big profile. These are very deep diving, custom-made wood crankbaits. So, I mean, I've got a whole bunch of them. Let me show you. Maybe somebody will recognize a color pattern. If I can grab a bunch of them here. So these are the bigger ones. And then with the same purchase, there were a bunch of smaller circuit board style crankbaits. Now these are all flat sides, very small, rounded lip, very thin profile. Again, when I look at these based on how they're made, I think it's the same maker. It was all the same box, but they do have a lot of similar characteristics. Even down to the circuit board material looks to be about the same. It's kind of got a different look to it. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just got a kind of like a little different checkerboard pattern. But again, I've got a whole bunch of these. And I would love to know who made them because I have no idea at this point. And these are pretty common paint schemes, so I don't know that that's going to help anybody. But I would love to know what these are. There's no markings at all on them. So if you guys are good with your custom crankbaits and you know or think you might know who made those, I would love to know that as well. And then the last one I've got for you here, it's so these are a couple of custom jerkbaits, custom painted jerkbaits. I want to say again that they're Yozuris. They might be Cultivas. I'm not positive who makes either of these. They are very similar, but they've custom painted. I'm kind of curious to know who custom painted them. I don't know. They're both the same marking on the bottom. They look like they say BAT, B-A-T. So I'm more curious as to who potentially custom painted those. And it says, I think it says BAT 11. So I don't really know. It looks like they were painted the same year. I caught a bunch of fish on them. This color scheme is amazing. You probably can't tell. It's kind of got that two-tone paint color where it kind of changes from like a dark black almost to like a violet purple. It's that color shift paint scheme. It's a really good color. I would just like to know more about that. So if you guys out there have some information, put it in the comment sections. I would love to know more about these specific baits, and you guys can help me out. And if you've got some baits that you need help, well, I was going to say put a picture in the comment section, but you can't really do that. Anyways, well, let me know. Maybe I can help you out in some other way. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you guys out there. And hopefully we can figure out what some of these are. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And I also have a bunch more baits. I could probably do this for a while. I've probably got another 10 or 15 baits that I would like to get identified. So if you like today's episode and you'd like me to do more of these, let me know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.